Trae Young, you decide to play a little better next game, and maybe you win that game. But you had 7 points, 7 turnovers. You were minus 14. That is just awful. It's not gonna get it done. And for me, the Rookie of the Year, it's not really looking like a race between LaMelo and Edwards. It's more of a race between Wiseman and LaMelo. LaMelo looked good last night. He looked good last night. Not too bad. He was... Let's check his numbers out. I think he was double digits if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 16, 8, and 5. So every game, like I said, he's borderlining a triple-double. He can get there if he wants, but he's off the bench, so let's keep that in mind. But I think slowly but surely he'll be inserted into the starting lineup. Where I think that Terry is actually better off the bench. He's more like a Lou Will. He can come in and pretty much make the game his, because he needs the ball in his hand. So let him come off the bench and just go to work, do whatever he wants. That second unit is his. Let him take over, because I like LaMelo in the starting lineup. He's playing well, but Wiseman is playing pretty damn good too. So 101-94, the Hornets took that game. Let's move to this game. This, for me, was the game of the night. This is 3 in a row for the Boston Celtics, 107-105, and they have a dynamic duo. They have a dynamic duo that I don't see going anywhere. I only see them getting better. They're only 24-25, maybe 24-26, something like that, and they're amazing. I told you guys. I said, what happens when a guy like this went for 40, gets some of his players back now? Jeff Teague didn't play last night, so you didn't see that. You didn't see that effect, that extra firepower there. But Marcus Smart did play last night, and of course Kemba didn't play last night either. But Jaylen Brown was back to his normal self. Jaylen Brown went for 21, 12, and 5, 2 steals. Tatum had 27, 5, and 4. They just, from the jump, they came out ready to play. I mean, they came out high energy. They came out not worried about anything else except for getting a win tonight. You could see they were locked in. And the Heat, I don't know if the Heat were ready for their surge off the jump, but they did come back and they made it a game. It was a big playoff atmosphere, It felt like the Eastern Conference Finals, really, and which it very possibly could be if the Heat decide to play like this. But they made it a dogfight. They came back. Jimmy Butler took over the second half, like he can do. He's capable of doing. He put the team on his back. Duncan Robinson just looks better every game. He's a shooter. He's a certified shooter now. Celtics were making 3-point shots, which just adds another, what the heck they can do. They might be the best mid-range shooting team with Brown and Tatum. They can hit anywhere on the floor, and then they're hitting 3-pointers. And the game just looked. It was just so good. The Celtics had barely any turnovers. The turnover battle was pretty similar, 9-7. Miami had 9. Boston had 7. They shot pretty much the same from the 3. Same from the field goal. I mean, these teams are two similar teams. They don't go away. They want to win. They play as a team. They play team ball. It's great. Just a great matchup. But the rookie ended up winning the game. You forget about, and this is what I was talking about. Them having so many weapons. Their bench, there might be one of the best benches they have in the league. But when you forget about guys that are not named Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, you forget the box out assignments and you leave Lil Pritchard, the rookie, for a putback. 0.2 seconds left on the clock, and valiant effort on the way back, but because of that mistake, you end up losing the game. So it was a good game. I enjoy watching this game. These two teams will be there in the long run. They're both young teams too. Um, I expected a little bit more from Tyler Hero. He played well, but I expected a little more from him, especially from after last year playoff push. Um, but I mean, what a good game. What a good game. Bam. He's going to be Bam. And Olenix. I really like Olenix for the Heat, but, they just couldn't get it done. Both teams super deep. Both teams very similar in play. But, the Celtics got the better of them. 107 and 105. Next game for me was the... Hold on, what I said? I had another note. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go back for a second. Cause I forgot. I can't let him off the hook. I can't do that. Goran Dragic is known to be a 3-point shooter. Last year in the playoffs and in the finals particularly, he was their leading scorer, and the reason why most people say, oh, they didn't have a chance because they didn't have Goran. Well, if you tell me Goran's not gonna make a 2-for-1 to win the game, wide open. Wide open. You gotta hit the first one, first of all. You get it back, boom, hit the second one. Okay, I get that. But for me, you gotta hit the first shot in that time. Because now, and I know this is nitpicky, but you take an extra 10 seconds off the clock. Where now, if you go on the other end, Pritchard has that putback. Now you have more time in the clock. You can make a last minute effort. So he's got to hit an open shot. It was 2-for-1. Yeah, he got it. He got the rebound, hit it. But you got to make the first one. And you can't let, if you're the Miami Heat, you can't let up in the fourth quarter. That's when you guys got to really be your dogs that I know you can be. They let the Celtics go on a 13-0 run in the fourth. That can't happen. That definitely cannot happen. Especially when you've been there you fought all the way back all game long. That just can't happen. So I had to put that. I had to just say a little small thing. Because the Heat are better than that, but the Celtics, they are a force. 3 in a row. They're gonna be in the playoffs. 1 through 3, 100%. Mark it down. Next game was Utah and Knicks. Now the Knicks, they I don't want to say the Knicks are here or better or coming or anything like that. The Knicks are better than any year in the past 10 years. They are. They're here. They're better. Against a good Utah team, well, yeah, Utah's in the 4th spot against a good Utah team who's capable of playing lockdown defense on any team. They have the people, the pieces to do it. They look like they were on a mission after their loss to the Nets, getting just dismembered by the Nets with no KD. They looked like they were coming out. They looked like they came out in the first quarter, first half, on a mission. But the Knicks just didn't go away. And Julius Randle, like I said again, I'll say it all year, is a great piece. I don't know if he's piece number 1. I don't know if he's that guy. You can build around him. But he's a great piece to be on another team. But so far for the Knicks, it's working. He went 30, 16, and 7. He's eating double-double out of his sleep. He's starting to become a little bit better at facilitating too, so we might be able to get a triple-double guy. The Knicks need better shooters. They shot 18% from 3, but I mean they won the game because they're so dominant on the inside. They have a lot of big guys down there. RJ, Robinson down there, Julius Randle's down there, and a lot of their rookie plays are bigs too. They're guards, but they're big enough to bang down there. But that won't work in any other game. Today's game, you have to shoot threes galore. You cannot shoot 18% from 3. Austin Rivers is a good piece for them. I think he adds a different look for them. He should be able to help with that 3-point percentage, but I mean, clearly he did not help that much last night. But he did have 23, 3, and 2 off the bench, so he played a big role off the bench. And Alfred Payton looked good, and I liked him. I like him as a guard. I'm not saying he's an elite guard, but I do like his game. 22, 2, and 8. He's good for them. He'll be good for them. He can help when they start to go to the ISO ball. He can help to kind of facilitate the ball and do some scoring himself. So I like him. Utah played well, but the Knicks had a hot night. They did have a hot night, and they just kept coming and coming and coming, and down the stretch in the fourth, you could just see from Utah they were trying to fight back, but the Knicks had an answer for everything, and they kept their lead, they kept their little cushion, and they ended up getting it done. So Knicks, good job for you. Kudos to you. 5th in the East, 5-3. I mean, not bad at all. Not bad at all, Knicks. So excited to see what the Knicks do. They might, 7 through 10 playing game, they might make number 10. So you never know. It's a new day for the New York Knicks. Said no one ever. All right, so Bucks Detroit. The Bucks win 130-115. Giannis had 25, 8 and 4. Detroit's the worst team in the league. I'm not even.